Good morning, and
Welcome
welcome
to
to the Black Mesa
episode 1,
Transit System.
not Half-Life
This
episode 1.
automated train is provided
Half-Life
for
1.
the security and convenience of the Black Mesa Research Facility
Made no
personnel.
sense, did it?
Hey,
The time
man.
is
We're on a train.
8:47 a.m.
Just like in Half-Life 2, which you have played, but you haven't played this one,
No, I haven't.
which is a bit silly.
Well, you told me to play Half-Life 2 first.
I did. It's more accessible. This game
Yes.
is, well, it's still an FPS, it's still pretty basic. I mean, you played the Wheel of Time game, which is older,
Yes.
This train is
so you'd be used to it now, but back when you started playing Half-Life 2, you hadn't really got used to FPS games, so
I'm pretty sure I played the Wheel of Time game before Half-Life 2.
no, you didn't.
Oh.
is a high
It's older, but this this is quite flat. This is a very flat-looking train.
It's reasonably flat.
It looks like you got like a cardboard model of a train, and then it's like you fold, you know, one of those kind of fold up ones.
What?
Like when you're a kid, there's like cardboard things, and you like pop it out and fold it up, and it makes them a little model.
Origami?
Kind of like origami, but much more simple.
Oh, you mean like medieval castle one? Where you make like a keep?
Yeah, maybe like that.
You may not have got the castle.
No.
to the high toxicity of material routinely handled in the
Yeah, the graphics are interesting.
no smoking
The rock texture is good.
or drinking
Yes.
alcohol.
But we are close up for stuff right now, and it's not really designed to be given a lot of scrutiny. But it came out in 1998, I think. So it's 13 years old.
Yes.
12, 13 years old. So you have to cut it some slack. There are higher definition versions of the game. There's Half-Life Source. I decided to play the original because I don't think Source really adds anything. I'd rather play it for nostalgia purposes than play it with Source, which basically just makes the water look slightly nicer. If they properly updated it, like changed every texture and made it look nice, like Counter-Strike Source, fair enough, but
It's quite good to play it in its original format anyway.
this is a long train journey.
Yes.
This was quite unique in the sense that FPS games with this much story at the beginning were completely non-existent in 1998. Some of them had story, like Unreal, but in terms of having quite this much exposition at the beginning, where you're pretty much just listening to the computer and going through the research facility, you hadn't really seen it before.
Will commence this evening.
We're 27.
I'm nearly as old as Gordon Freeman.
I'm not.
No, I'm not as accomplished as Gordon Freeman.
You have a PhD and you only get to be a researcher, Sophie.
Well, I think that's quite good.
Is it? Oh.
I think when it's scientific research, it's good.
You would make a valuable addition to the Black Mesa team. Immediate openings are available in the areas of
I get my own train.
materials handling
You do.
and low-key security.
It would have been nice to have someone to keep you company though.
Yes,
Information.
there's another train.
Perhaps someone to
The areas
give you a bit of a tour while you're going around.
That's the computer giving you a tour. Well, it's telling you about things.
Yeah.
high-tech disciplines. Please contact
Good robot.
civilian recruitment division.
It looks like one of those
Facility is an
ones in Mass Effect that make all the computers go.
A little bit. It's less organic.
Yes. What were they called? Do you remember?
reminder
Yeah,
to
I
all
think
Black Mesa personnel. Regular
The ones in the centre. The
The Citadel.
Citadel.
are a
Yeah.
requirement of
I thought they were called caretakers, but I might be wrong.
in the
You're
Black
looking at me
Mesa
weird.
research facility.
I wasn't sure.
Missing
I think they might be called caretakers
But
actually.
that train has a scientist and a G-man in it. Look at him. There he is.
Ah, yes.
If you feel you have been exposed to radioactive
I'm looking forward to... Do you find anything else out about that guy
course of your duties,
during this game?
radiation safety
Because it doesn't make any sense at all in Half-Life 2.
The plot between Half-Life 1 and Half-Life 2 makes no sense.
Oh, okay.
People make a lot of fuss about the Half-Life story, and it's good, but it doesn't really fit together that well. Here we are.
Oh, we're here.
So normally we play, we're going to play blind games, but This one I've played completely and finished.
Please
You haven't seen it, but I have
have
not played it through for
your identity.
about, well, I got it a year after it came out, so about 10 years, a little bit more.
Thank you.
Let me out.
And have a very safe
Let me out.
and productive day.
Morning, Mr. Freeman. Looks like you're running late.
I love the
Let me out.
animation on the talking.
Yes, it's just 2 frames, one with a mouth open and one with a mouth closed. Let me out. Well, let me in.
It didn't change the sounds.
What, from Half-Life 2?
Yes.
I think they did change the sounds, but
Well, the little noise it makes when you do something
Yeah.
right or when you pick something up
it's like an airlock.
with a vent.
You notice that even on
It doesn't
newer...
really work, does it?
No, it's not actually an airlock. It's like a security chamber. It might be an airlock. Welcome to Black Maze.
Weren't you supposed to be in the
Hey,
test
Mr.
chamber
Freeman,
half an hour
I had a
ago?
bunch of messages for you, but we had a system crash about 20 minutes ago, and I'm...
Is it on subtitles? Let's have a look. Audio, video, voice. Enable voice in the game. Audio. No. Apparently not.
I like his little floating keyboard.
My God, what are you doing?
Come on, Gordon! You trying to
It's
get me
not
into
floating.
trouble?
How dare you? Look.
Oh yes.
It's completely redundant.
Why doesn't he have a mouse?
Why not just put it on the massive desk he has that he has a book on? And why doesn't he have a mouse? Because
Delay for
I
another
don't think he has a operating system that uses mouse.
You are
Oh, okay, I see.
Please, leave me alone until after the experiment. Excuse me, Gordon, but I'm rather busy now.
You've now seen most of the code models in the entire game.
Oh, I see.
Okay, where are we going?
We're gonna go to personal
Personal facilities or personnel facilities?
personnel facilities.
Just stand back, there you go.
Ah, yes, now I can see.
Hmm. This way? You can tell through the things. Yeah, it loads different sections, so even on a modern computer you still have that annoying loading gap.
Yes, that happens in Half-Life 2 as well, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's quite frustrating. It sort of breaks it up a little too much.
I can't be bothered right now.
We can get a soda.
As I...
One, can't get it out.
You'll just have to wait until after the test.
Microwave?
Looks like ramen.
It could be.
Is that the kind of thing scientists eat?
I don't know.
really know.
I've never read a scientist diet book.
I know, I've never been a scientist.
What's her name?
Freeman. I saw it.
You did?
Yes.
Where is it? Where'd it go? Where'd it go?
Behind
Where'd it
you.
go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go?
No, not in that one there.
How's that behind me?
What was behind you before you started moving? Ooh.
I got a picture of my son.
You have a son?
Someone's son. I have some science books. I have some post-it notes. They actually seem to be stuck onto the wall backwards. Cause I don't know, unless that's meant to be notes. Oh, I think it's meant to be science notes. What is the brand of the post-it note?
Science notes.
I've got this. I don't know what this is meant to be.
I think that's your suit.
No, it's... I don't know what that is.
No, I think it's a suit.
I've got a flask. I've got a Black Mesa mug. I've got my...
PhD certificate?
I think so.
Even my glasses.
Hard to tell in this textures. I'm sure if you had a better
What books
texture
do
pack
you
you
have?
could have it. The Orchid Eater and the 37th Mandala. Okay,
Weren't you
I need to
supposed
get
be
my
in the test
suit.
chamber half an hour ago?
which is here.
Ooh.
Wait, I think I have to press a button. I was a little bit eager. And now, I have an interface.
Oh, that's nice.
We can go now?
That's a bit weird. I do like that they went to the effort of putting the little head model in there.
Yeah, the whole model's in there, I think. You just can't see it. I think we're going this way now. I'm not certain.
We didn't get to the first one.
We're right on through, sir.
Is he letting me through?
In the barrel today.
Yes, he is.
Good.
What are you gonna do?
I've got to go do my experiment.
Ooh, how fancy.
You like that?
Yes,
Impressive?
I was impressed with that.
I'm pretty sure I've got the textures on the highest I can go by default. It's probably just because I'm running in such a high resolution I'm noticing the
Yes.
Yeah, I do. I have it on OpenGL and there's no actual other options.
They don't look bad from the distance.
No, it's just there's a lot of writing on them which makes me think that you could probably see them better. Like this stuff, but maybe not. Okay. In the call. Rude. Come in.
Look down. I want to see where we're going.
We're going to that platform.
Do you get to walk through vents in this one?
Is that a specific feature that you look for in a game?
It's a specific feature I look for in a Half-Life game.
You do get to walk through a lot of them.
I thought you might.
Excuse me, Gordon, but I'm...
Alex talks to you about it in Half-Life 2.
Does she?
Yes. And she says, oh, my dad's told me about how you can get anywhere through those air vents, or something like that.
I see.
Ah, hello, Gordon. You'll just
Caution
have
laser.
to wait until after the test. You'll just have to wait until after the test.
Hey, catch me later. I'll buy you a beer.
What did he say?
He said, catch me later, I'll buy you a beer.
Oh, fair enough. I thought he was going to say something probably useful.
Ah, Gordon, here you are. We just sent the sample down to the test chamber.
We've boosted the anti-mass spectrometer to 105%.
Please, leave me
Gamble, but we
alone
need
until
the extra
after the
resolution.
experiment. The administrator is very concerned that we get a conclusive analysis of today's sample. I gather they went to some lengths to get it.
We're waiting for you, Gordon.
I think you can go in now.
Access.
You're not a high enough clearance.
Yes, he has to clear me for some reason. Even though I'm the one going in there.
It's about to go.
Oh no.
This sort of stuff was unique at the time. Well, not unique, but rare. To have little events like this that just happen around you. You take it for granted now.
Yes.
But back then they called it scripted games. Or they just called it scripting. And it made a massive difference compared to like Quake where everything was set in stone. And the only really mobile stuff on the level was the people. Now you have these little elements of it.
would this happen every time you played, or is this just something that happens now and again?
This happens every time. It's all scripted, it's all there.
Right.
It's not random. I think at the time they sort of wanted to make it feel random and dynamic, but obviously it isn't. It's not based on an engine that then does stuff. It's based on them writing a story
That was
and
a
the
bit of
game
a
doing
pointless
it.
lift.
It was a lot of